Today on the channel we're going to take a look at my EVH Wolfgang WG Standard. So here we are, we're going to take a look at my EVH Wolfgang. This is a WG Standard, and great guitar. I've never done a review on this guitar. I've done some sound tests on YouTube, but I thought I would show my Wolfgang. I don't have one of the higher, more expensive models. I found this baby on eBay 3 years ago. I think I paid like 300 bucks for it. I got a good deal on it. This thing's beautiful. Let me talk about the specs on this, and I'll give you my thoughts, and then we'll do a sound demo, okay? So this is kind of a baseline EVH Wolfgang. It's made in Indonesia. It's got some really nice features. You could do some upgrades on this that would really make it a super pro guitar, but I think even if you're a professional, you could get by with one of these WG Standards. First and foremost, you'll notice that this tremolo bar is kind of a gold color. The seller that I got it from had just put that bar on there, so I was happy. That was 15 bucks I didn't have to spend, but it's not the matching bar. And he had put on a D-tuner, so I was grateful for that. You know, that's like a $50 upgrade. So the D-tuner works awesome. So this model typically doesn't come with a D-tuner, but I got one on this when I bought it secondhand. I love the finish on this. This is a veneer, I'm almost positive. The specs for the WG Standard say it's a maple cap, so this is probably a maple cap with a veneer over it. That's my assumption. When you look down inside here where the pickups are, you can't really see exactly, you know, if it's a veneer or what. But I'm pretty sure that's a maple cap with a flame veneer on it. There's no way they could put this guitar out at this cost with a full with a maple quilted top like that. But boy, it's great, and this color really pops. Beautiful, beautiful. These are Wolfgang EVH Wolfgang Alnico 2 humbuckers. They are direct screwed into the body. Eddie did that. For tone, that's what he says. Personally, I think Eddie just lost his pickup rings or he didn't have pickup rings when he made his Super Strat. He took the pick guard off of it and had to mount a humbucker in there somehow. So it was probably a happy accident. But who knows? They say it's for tone now, but I think Eddie just screwed him in because that was a bush fix back in the day, right? Typical EVH knobs. These are cool, easy to grab. This is a volume and a treble, or a volume and a tone. I always call it a treble. The volume has a treble bleed on it, so it rolls back really nice. You get those crunchy Van Halen tunes, and that tone going on. One thing that I can tell you about this guitar, these pickups are super hot. I compared them to the EVH Frankie in one of my videos. I'll put the link below in the description, the comparison between this and the Frankie and my 1984 Kramer, and it's a little bit of a sound demo there. But this guitar has a little bit more gain and drive to it. There's something about this particular model. It's a lot more squishy sounding. I don't know if it's the fact that it's got two pickups and a tone knob to it. But compared to the Frankie breathes a little bit more, which is either a good or a bad thing. I don't know if it's either really, but Frankie's got a little bit different sound to it. All right, so let's take a look at this, the back of this guitar. This is really cool, man. You can, under the light, you can see the grain of this basswood underneath the black. It's almost you almost really can't even see it. Unless you're under the right lighting. This was used when I bought it, but the guy never took the scratch coating off of these plates. See, it still has the inspection stickers on it, right? Strap buttons. It's got the carve out heel here on the back of the neck for easy access. This guitar's like brand new. I've had it, I think, about 3 years, and I barely play it. I've got a lot of guitars, and for whatever reason, this guitar doesn't resonate with me like some of my other guitars that I have, but maybe I just need to put more hours on it. But it is a fine instrument. It plays awesome. It stays in tune fantastic, and it's built like a tank. For the money, these are one of the nicest guitars that you can buy on the market today. I would highly recommend the EVH Wolfgang, the WG standards, or even the the matte finish ones like the Stealth models. I'm dying to get me one of the 5150s. So in the near future, hopefully I'll be getting me a 5150 to demo that thing out. I'm going to open up these control plates real quick so we can look on the inside, and then we'll do a sound test. Let's take a look on the inside. Here's the inside of the back cavities. It's first time for everything here. I've never looked inside this guitar, and it's cool, man. Look at this. Everything's shielded. It looks like it's painted with shielded paint, and the inside is lined. Wiring looks excellent. We've got some really large pots in there. Spared no expense on that stuff. Man, it looks killer. This is an EVH branded Floyd Rose Special. It's got a pretty nice size block on it. Look at that. This is awesome. The routing on it looks fantastic. Wiring looks amazing. I gotta say, Eddie and the EVH brand, they really know what they're doing. I know it's a division of Fender. Clearly, there's the Fender logo, but the EVH brand, they got their stuff together. They really do. They've really got a good operation out there. Mexican and the U.S. EVH models. I'd love to get my hands on one of the U.S. EVHs. I just can't see spending that kind of money on one of those when, truthfully, man, these WG models are great. And if you're kind of scared about the EVH special Floyd Roses, just put a higher end Floyd on it. But I haven't had any trouble with this guitar, and it's sweet. So let's check it out. We'll plug it in and put it through its paces, okay?